Cygnus is now less than 300 meters away from the International Space Station. At the 250-meter point, Cygnus may go into a planned hold. This is where Northrop Grumman, the team here in Mission Control Houston, as well as the astronauts aboard the International Space Station inside the cupola, will just confirm that everything is good on their side before Cygnus can proceed. The Cygnus cargo spacecraft now just over 35 meters away from the International Space Station. That city down below you see, the International Space Station is crossing over Maryland, headed over Delaware.
Houston Station on 2 for monitor 3, block Bravo. The light is inside the corridor. The vehicle size matches the outline, and the light is just starboard of the circle, and the circle is centered in the corridor. Monitor 1 right now, just a little too bright of the light itself, but vehicle matches the outline.
Houston copies. And Station Houston on 2, confirm 30-meter hold and set up for capture for step 6 and 1.102.
Houston copies, picking up in step 6. Houston Station for step 6, we confirm that the mode is hold and primary range is 30.32.
All right, Houston copies.
Cygnus has reached its 30-meter hold point. You can see the astronaut zooming in to allow flight controllers to get a better look of the Cygnus cargo spacecraft. You can see the top solar array is deployed, while the bottom one is in a partially staged configuration, partially deployed. Teams in mission control are going through a go, no-go poll to proceed through the 30-minute hold point now.
Houston Station on 2, third round of photos on SSC 11 again.
All right, great. Thanks, Josh. And for your awareness, we couldn't see the second round, but we'll take another look now that you've got this third round out there.
Okay, copy. Description that I put in there was NG18, and then for the second round, NG18-2, and then the third one.
And Station Houston on 2, we are not seeing that the SSRMS safing is removed from step 3.1 of 1.110 Cygnus capture.
Thank you very much. Yeah, our review is complete, and we're executing 3.1 now.
Houston copies.
Cygnus is still in its 30-meter hold point, 30 meters away from the International Space Station. The astronauts aboard the station inside the station's cupola are going through their steps.
Houston Station on 2, step 3 is complete and ready for step 4 when we've got to go.
All right, Houston copies. Cygnus is ready to proceed to the capture point. Expect approach to resume shortly.
Station copies.
And we are a go for final approach. Cygnus has begun moving through the 30-meter hold point, heading towards about 10 to 11 meters away from the International Space Station for NASA astronaut Nicole Mann to use the robotic arm to grab onto the grapple fixture on Cygnus. This comes after a go, no-go poll.
Range less than 6 meters.
Station copies and understand step 7, 1.102.
After Cygnus reaches its capture point, again 10 to 11 meters away from the space station, another go, no-go poll will be completed for capture. This is between the astronauts on the space station, Mission Control Houston, and Cygnus's flight control team over in Dulles, Virginia.
Houston Station on 2 for block Bravo. Just a heads up, it's real hard to pick out the white light on either monitor 1 or 3, but the light is definitely...
The astronauts will be inhibiting any thrusters on the station from firing. These are automatic thrusters, and once Cygnus is grappled, they don't want those going off and interrupting this operation. When that happens, you may hear a call from station to the ground saying that DSATs are inhibited. We are now less than 15 meters. Excuse me, we're now less than 15 minutes away from the estimated capture time of the Cygnus cargo spacecraft. However, there's plenty of room within that first capture window and plenty of capture windows after that if necessary. Cygnus is now less than 20 meters away from the International Space Station.
Houston Station on 2 inside of 16 meters and no changes to the block Bravos.
Houston copies.
Cygnus now within 15 meters of the International Space Station. On your screen now you can see the Cygnus cargo spacecraft, and on the left is the Canadarm robotic arm that will be used to capture Cygnus today.
Houston Station on 2. Not sure if you ended up getting the second and third rounds of photos, but just a heads up, that grapple texture looks solid. It looks great.
Houston copies. We did get those photos, and we concur on the fixture.
Cygnus has reached its capture point and a go-no-go poll is underway. And we have confirmation that the SSRMS robotic arm on the International Space Station is moving. Slowly but surely, that SSRMS robotic arm is making its way towards Cygnus, locked onto the grapple target. The arm is 2.5 meters away from Cygnus. One meter away. We have capture and are standing by for snares closed. Some kind words there from NASA astronaut Nicole Mann after the successful capture of the Cygnus cargo spacecraft, welcoming the SS Sally Ride to the space station. Next up, robotics officers here on the ground will align Cygnus's common berthing mechanism with the common berthing mechanism on the Earth-facing port of the Unity module and work to bolt it into place. At this point, NASA astronauts Nicole Mann and Josh Cassada are relieved from their duties at the robotic workstation inside the station's cupola and are going to go on about the rest of the tasks for their day.